Singin' in the Rain. This is his second directorial credit, a co-directing gig with Stanley Donen, but he had previously done with Stanley Donen On the Town, a vehicle with him and Frank Sinatra and Betty Garrett. But Singin' in the Rain, I don't know what it is, if it's the Debbie Reynolds of it all, the Donald O'Connor of it all, but Singin' in the Rain is a perfect movie. Singin' in the Rain is the product of the studio system, the MGM musical factory, where they're just cranking out musical after musical. They have a whole unit, the Freed unit, because it's Arthur Freed. It's him and Nacio Herb Brown. They have just this back catalog of songs, and like they're coming up with movie ideas to fit the songs. But this movie feels like it was conceived from the moment, just in anyone's mind's eye, that it was destined to be something just bigger. They wanted Gene Kelly, but he was busy with An American in Paris. He was the choreographer on that as well as the star. They were kind of so dead set on that. Sort of like with Uncut Gems, we're not going to settle and we're just going to use this time to write and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. I mean, they figure out a general conceit that they wanted it to be in the transitional period between silence and talkies, but they didn't know exactly what they wanted out of that other than, you know, a Gene Kelly song and dance man. There was a world where it was going to be a cowboy film, and they were tinkering with Howard Keel, but I think they were pretty dead set on Kelly. An American in Paris is done with production. Gene Kelly reads the script, and him and Donen are like enthusiastic. It's like, this is the thing, this is the next thing. And they sign on as directors, and he signs on as the star, and they basically pull a Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie and do their own rewrites and kind of turn it into what it becomes. So just through this entire long, arduous process of wanting to just make a good frickin' movie, they end up changing it from, you know, a by-the-book studio musical, you know, the pipeline project, into on a tour-driven masterpiece, something that really has the fingerprint of a Gene Kelly, Stanley Donen. And I think it's for that reason that it's not just looked on as a classic film, but in many circles, the classic film.